Welcome to e-learning platform. Today we are going to study part 4 of human body and organ systems. Introduction to reproduction in animals. प्राण्यांमधील प्रजनन. You have seen young ones of different animals. Now try to name what is young one of butterfly and frog are called. Also memorize all the different animals and their young ones. फुलपाखरू आणि बेडूक यांच्या लहान पिल्लाला काय म्हणतात हे लिहून काढा. अजून अशी काही उदाहरणं आठवतात का हे पण पहा. In animals, males and females have different reproductive organs and they produce these different gametes. So, on the left hand side, the white colored one is the egg cell and the sperm cell, which is the blue colored male gamete. They both fuse to form a zygote. So this type of reproduction, which begins from the fusion of male and female gamete, is called as sexual reproduction. Let us study reproductive system. This is male reproductive system. This is female reproductive system. In male reproductive system, this is urinary bladder. Then this is the sperm duct which carries the sperms to the testes. So this on the either side is testes and this is penis. Now let us study female reproductive system. In female reproductive system, the urinary bladder is below the uterus. So this is urinary bladder and this is uterus. Now inside uterus there is a oviduct and this oviduct holds the ovary. Now inside ovary there are different stages of eggs or ovules. Let us study the section of ovary. This is section of ovary. In this you can see different follicles in different stages. These follicles are nothing but human eggs or human ovum in process of development. When human ovum is matured fully, it is released inside the uterus through the oviduct. Male gametes are produced by testes. These are called as sperms. Look at this section of testes, which have many sperms in the process of development. This is how matured sperm looks like. So, human sperm has head, middle piece and tail. Observe the head, observe the nucleus inside this head. Female gamete. The ovary produces many female gametes called as ova or eggs. In human beings, single matured egg is released into oviduct by one of the ovaries every month. Now observe this human ovum, it also has nucleus. Fertilization and formation of zygote. So fusion of sperm and ovum causes fertilization. When sperms come in contact with egg, one of the sperms may fuse with an egg, causing the event of fertilization, and then it results in the formation of zygote. Internal fertilization. Fertilization which takes place inside female body is called as internal fertilization. All of you know that in cows, in dogs, in hens, internal fertilization takes place. Do you know what is test tube baby? Some women are unable to bear babies because sperms cannot reach the egg for fertilization. In such cases, doctors collect the egg and the sperms and keep them together for few hours for IVF or in vitro fertilization. Once the zygote is formed, then after few weeks, it is placed back into the mother's uterus. This is how test tube baby is formed. External fertilization. You will be surprised that in many animals fertilization takes place outside the body of female. Like in frogs, the fertilization takes place in water. In rainy season, frogs and toads move to the ponds and male and female come together and they lay thousands and hundreds of eggs. Now, these eggs are not covered as in hen's egg. So it looks like a layer of jelly which holds the eggs together and provide protection to the eggs. Now, once these eggs are laid, male deposits sperms over them and then resulting in fertilization and small tadpoles are formed inside. This is called as external fertilization. It is very common in fish, frogs, starfish, etc. Now, if the ovum, human ovum which we saw in ovary, if it is fertilized by sperm, the process of fertilization occurs and embryo starts developing. This is embryo in 9th month when all the body parts can be identified. This stage of embryo is called as fetus. Oh, what is it? This is an egg. All of you know that internal fertilization takes place in hens also. But do hens give birth directly to babies like human beings and cows do? Of course not. So, hens are oviparous, meaning they lay eggs and the embryo develops inside an egg. Let us see what is there inside this egg. So, first, soon after fertilization, the zygote divides rapidly and travels down the oviduct. As it travels down, many protective layers are formed and it makes hard shell of an egg. Now, what is there inside an egg? So, embryo takes around 3 weeks to develop from an egg to a cheek, exactly in this sequence. And then this shell breaks open and the cheek comes out. Viviparous and oviparous animals. Some animals directly give birth to young ones and some lay eggs. As you all know, dogs directly give birth to the puppies, or cat gives birth to the babies called as kittens. So the animals which give birth directly to the young ones are called as viviparous animals. Whereas in case of hen, you have already learned that they lay eggs and therefore they do not give birth directly to young one. These animals which lay eggs are called as oviparous animals. List some of the examples of such viviparous and oviparous animals. Now let us study life cycle of frog. Observe the different stages of frog, starting from an egg to frog. So these are cluster of eggs, then a tadpole with a tail, then this is tadpole with legs and a tail, and then a tadpole with gills with all four legs and with a tail. After this stage, what is developed is an adult frog. In case of frog life cycle, tadpole undergoes drastic changes. It starts jumping and swimming when it develops into a frog. This drastic change from tadpole to adult is called as metamorphosis. There are many such organisms which undergo through a process of metamorphosis, where larva is completely different and butterfly which flies in the sky looks completely different. Find out more such examples of metamorphosis. Let us study asexual reproduction. In this video, you can see this is permanent slide of Hydra. You can observe the tentacles, and as you go down, there is a slight bulge. This bulge will later on get separated from the parent body and develop into completely new individual. This is called as budding in Hydra. Now, binary fission in amoeba. You can recall that amoeba is a single-celled organism, but it begins the process of reproduction by division of the nucleus. So see, in the center, the diagram shows that the nucleus is dividing and getting formed in two nuclei. Then this is followed by the division of its body into two, each part receiving a nucleus. And finally, two amoebae are produced from one parent of amoeba. This is type of asexual reproduction. Let us study story of Dolly. Yes, all of you know Dolly was a sheep whose clone was produced in Scotland by Ian Wilmot and his colleagues. So, cloning is production of an exact copy of cell, any other living part or complete organism. So, how do they exactly produce this clone? For that, you can see, as in the diagram, there are two donors. From one sheep, mammary glands were collected, and from these cells the nucleus was removed. From another sheep, unfertilized eggs were collected and the nucleus was removed. Into this egg cell from which the nucleus was already removed, the nucleus from the mammary glands was inserted. Then it was allowed to divide and grow into an embryo. This embryo was implanted in surrogate mother, and that is how she gave birth to Dolly. So today's homework is write down summary of all the sessions, Make an artificial model of lungs using balloon, straw and plastic cup. Make clay model of heart. List examples of metamorphosis, oviparous and viviparous animals. And the links for these activities are given in the description box. Thank you.